Hello, and today we're going to be talking about fats and oils from chapter 12 from the book. So let me start the presentation. Yep. All right. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is triglyceride structures. So this is basically how fats are created. So this is the structure. So on the left side is the glycerols, and on the right is the triglycerides. So the pink part is going to be where each fatty acid, so they create fatty acids. So like one will come off and it'll be, depending on the bonds, it will be like a unsaturated fat and a saturated fat, but we'll get into that in a little bit. So this is a type of fat that's commonly known as lipids, and it can be interchangeable with triglyceride. So a triglyceride is basically an organic compound of esters formed from glycerol, which we talked about, and 3 long-chain carboxylic acids, also called fats in animals and plants, which we'll get into in a little bit. And to the left is a picture of this. So the glycerol is on the left, and then the 3 long chains of carboxylic acids are on the right. So the next topic we're going to talk about is the types of triglycerides. So we have fats and oils, which is the terminology for them. So saturated is going to be fats that are solid at room temperature, which is a very unhealthy fat. So that's going to be some of the foods that are not really good for us, like fast food, things like that. Unsaturated is a different story. Those are more healthy fats, and it's more beneficial fat for our health. Those are actually liquid at room temperature. So to the left is a picture of the structure, and on the top is a saturated structure, and to the bottom of this picture is going to be an unsaturated fat. So the difference between an unsaturated and a saturated is there's going to be a double bond with the carbons with the unsaturated, and then the saturated fats are going to have a single bond. So as you can see, the bottom picture here has the double lines with the carbons, and then the saturated on the top just has the single lines. So that's how you can differentiate between those two. Next, we'll be talking about types of fats and oils. So another one that we're going to talk about, which is along with the unsaturated and the saturated fats, is polyunsaturated fat. So this is a type of unsaturated fat that contains many unsaturated chemical bonds. So this is another good fat that is good for our health. And an example of this would be sunflower seeds. So if you guys like that, these are a good snack to have, and they're really healthy for you. All right, next we're going to talk about examples of fats that we may eat or we may cook with. So saturated fats are going to be butter, coconut oil, and fried foods such as fries, or like something you get at Buddy's Barbecue, like fries, hush puppies, things like that. That's going to be fats that are not as healthy for you. These fats come from animals, so they're just not, as healthy. They're not better for you. We think they taste better, but they're not really exactly, the best for our body. The second one is unsaturated fat, which we talked about earlier. Those are examples that, we may cook with. So those are more the healthy options. So like nuts, my favorite one's almonds, avocados, that's really good, olives, and also olive and canola oil are also like good things to cook with. And most of these come from plants. So these are just a natural, better option. If you're going to, if you want to eat healthier, these are going to be a better option. So that is what we're talking about today. I hope that you guys learned a lot. And if you guys have any questions, you can always email or, message me. Thank you.